Hello, my name is Rick.
Ciao, my name's Millie.
And this is episode 25
25
of season 2 of Yonks Ago. Should have warned you what number it was.
Yeah, we didn't practice beforehand. We just went straight into it.
Oh, well, still works.
Yeah.
This is Yonks Ago, coming into your ears. Now, what are yonks? They're kind of like years. Just a father and a daughter who want to know all about some people from Yonks Ago. Interesting people who did interesting stuff, but about whom we don't know enough. So we're gonna dig deep and find it all out. Yonky doodlers know what we're all about. Yonks Ago, hey, ho, hey, Yonks Ago, hey, ho, hey, surely.
Hello and welcome to the Christmas episode.
That's why it's a bit loosey-goosey, I'd say, all from the get-go. We're recording this one on a Tuesday.
That's
so
fine.
as Yonky Doodlers know, everything's, so far, tick.
Yeah.
But it is the Tuesday before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve.
But what's really cool about this one is that, it's episode 25, right?
Episode 25 of season 2.
That Christmas is the day of the 25th of December.
That's
25. It's going to come out tomorrow.
Yep.
Therefore, 25.
Yep.
Christmas, it all came together.
You know how much we love our numerology here on
just
Yonks
like
Ago.
Episode 22 of season 2, where everything was 2. It just came together.
Now, episode 25 released on the 25th of December.
Yeah.
And the fact that you had all this in your brain ready to go, you should have really known it was episode 25.
Listen, I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
You didn't lock in the Italian.
Yeah, exactly. I think in English, you know?
Are you doing Italian next year in school?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think in English, so I don't think, Italian in my brain.
We've got to switch you over to thinking in Italian.
Yeah.
That's the final frontier.
Cool. That's good. Like, do you have different sounding voices in your head, do you reckon?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're bilingual.
Yeah.
You're oh, you've got a man.
Yeah. Like when I do the voices for all the different characters on this podcast, that's what your head is like if you're bilingual, multilingual.
Multilingual.
Yeah, except not just really bad accents, actual languages.
That's sick.
Yeah. So we are recording this on Christmas Eve, so it might be a slightly shorter episode because we've got a lot of things going on.
Bro, it's hectic.
We're in that festive season.
Bro!
We're looking after someone else's dog at the moment as well.
So cute.
First time we've ever had a little doggy run around the house, and at the moment, Millie is supposed to be in charge o doggo.
Yeah, so I've just left it.
I've stolen you from doggo duties to come and do podcast duties.
Yeah.
So many duties.
I know, right? I'm so responsible.
Yeah. You've got, you need a spreadsheet for all your responsibilities.
Definitely.
But then that's a whole other responsibility.
Exactly.
Spreadsheet maintenance.
Yeah, but it organises your other responsibilities.
Don't forget to talk into the microphone.
I'm sorry. I was waving my hands around. I got excited.
That's your other responsibility.
Yeah.
Microphone maintenance, spreadsheet maintenance, dog maintenance, podcast maintenance.
Yes.
Become an audio engineer. Also still on the to-do list.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So yes, as I said, this might be a slightly shorter episode, but having said that, we'll probably go longer than we've ever gone before.
Yeah.
Because what can you do? It's a Christmas miracle. But where we left, look, it's heating up in the resistance.
Bro.
Things have taken a bad turn because of a dirty dog in the ranks.
I forgot about him. What a dog.
Last episode we met Paul Cole, not his real name.
No, what do we call him? Hazza? Hazza? Who's Hazza?
I think his name was Harry.
Yeah,
maybe.
we called him Haz. Dirty dog Haz.
Dirty dog has a Cole.
Yeah.
And he came in. Nancy took an instant dislike to him. Said,
nah.
Get out my house.
Yeah.
You're not welcome here. And
No.
as a result, he didn't know much about her, so he couldn't snitch on Nancy.
No, Nancy, what a smart one. Genius plan.
Because the resistance made a bad move.
Yeah.
They found out that old Hazzacole had been, pocketing some cash, not doing the jobs he was supposed to do. So they pulled him in. They said, should we shoot him in the back of the head?
Oh, but then they whisked him off to the bathroom alone.
They said, Hazzacole, you wait here in the bathroom
Yeah.
while we decide whether to pop a cap in your head.
Yeah.
And of course, old Hazzacole's...
He just yoinked out the window just like our old mate.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chucky Wake.
Chucky Wake. He Chucky Waked it.
Junior.
He Chucky Waked it out the window.
Yeah.
Probably not to his death. Definitely not to his death. He Chucky Waked it out the window all the way to the Gestapo.
Snitch.
He went down to head office and snitched like crazy.
He totally dogged on them.
Just gave up names willy-nilly.
Yeah.
And people were getting arrested all over the shop. Not Nancy Wake, though.
No.
Because she chucked Hazzacole out on his ear
Yeah.
first time she met him. But As to our old mate Ian Garrow,
Is he dead?
um,
Straight up dead? Deadwood?
he, alas,
Alas.
was arrested.
Yep.
He got caught up in the whole coal fiasco.
Oh.
The fiasco. And we all know, as we suspect, unconfirmed, there's a lot of simmering sexual tension between our Nancy Wake
It is going down.
and incredibly athletic and still single Ian Garrow.
Yeah.
But now he's been yoinked.
Guess she'll just have to settle for Henri.
Now,
Oh, well.
It's not clear whether he was arrested because of old mate Cole, because of his betrayal. But nevertheless, he was arrested and promptly put in prison at Fort St. Nicholas. That's the more secure prison than Fort St. John, which they shut down after almost everyone had escaped after telling them, yes, we're going to escape.
Yeah.
They went, this is the worst prison ever. Fort St. John, get nicked. And they did get nicked. Fort St. Nicholas. In fact.
There you go.
And they went, this is a much better prison.
Bro, this is sturdy as.
If we've got to lock people up, this is the place to do it. And so that's where our mate Ian Garrow's gone.
I don't think he's my mate, but okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm fond of him.
Okay, that's good.
He's in Fort St. Nicholas and he's been sentenced to 3 months solitary confinement.
That's not bad.
Before the sentence has called for him to do 10 years at the Malzak concentration camp.
Never mind.
This is not a good place to be.
3 months? That's not bad at all. Just a holiday.
We haven't seen much of the concentration camp action so far, but anecdotally, what I've heard, what I know from history books,
not very good.
you don't want to be there.
No.
It ain't good life living
in
your concentration camp.
You don't get much concentration done.
No. It's poorly named.
Yeah.
Now, in the wake of this disaster...
Yeah. In the
Nancy wake of this disaster, O'Leary had to move...
Is that Virgo O'Leary?
Virgo O'Leary had to move more deeply underground than ever before.
Oh, he went underground.
Yeah. You have nailed that. So he's gone...
He just needed.
The Gestapo's closing in. I've changed my name to O'Leary.
Yeah.
But I need to do more than that. I need to disappear. I need to move in the shadows.
Oh.
And so he's gone well underground. He knew very well that Cole would have betrayed him.
Yeah.
And so O'Leary moved. So carefully did O'Leary move that the Gestapo did not have the first clue to where to begin looking for him.
Virgos be like.
He had evaporated.
Yeah.
O'Leary.
Jinx.
O'Leary is nowhere neary.
I was going to say, I don't remember what I was going to say. Never mind.
O'Leary's in the cleary. And so he was, and so Nancy continued to work with O'Leary.
Oh yeah.
But so she had to, I guess, also work in the shadows more than she ever had before.
She's already working in the shadows.
So they had to meet in clandestine hideouts. They never met at her house anymore.
No one suspected Nancy Wake.
No. No,
not even.
Because you know what I've realised Nancy Wake is? She's low-key Bruce Wayning it.
Who's that?
You know Batman? You know how Batman is like Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
And Bruce,
not really, but yeah.
All right. So Bruce Wayne is like a billionaire playboy.
Yeah.
And that's his cover.
Okay.
And he spends his life acting like he's just a frivolous playboy who doesn't care about the goings on of the world, just loves spending his money and he's a bit of a brat.
Yeah.
But in, on the flip side, he's Batman righting wrongs, vigilante justice.
Yeah.
That's what Nancy Wake's doing,
Surely.
low-key. She's like, I'm just Nancy Wake, socialite butterfly, spending Henri's cash.
Yeah, I would never
sipping cocktails by the pool. And
resisting's too much effort, bro.
As soon as the sun goes down, Nancy Wake.
She's out there.
Meeting O'Leary in hideouts.
Exactly.
Plotting escapes.
Yeah.
Hooking up with submarines. She's Bruce Wayning it.
Literally.
Nancy Wayne.
Unless.
And so she's just continuing to do that.
Yeah.
And where were we? Oh, yes. So they're meeting in hideouts, and as I said, they don't meet at her house anymore.
No.
And but they become angered when she formed she started to get annoyed.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is where I've gotten confused.
Okay.
So she started to get annoyed because at this point she's like, we've got to get Garrow out of jail.
Oh.
But it seems like no one else is that fussed about it.
Leave him in. I'm not fussed.
You're not fussed. I'll tell you who's fussed. Nancy Wake. You know why? Simmering sexual tension.
Leave him in. No one cares.
Ian Garrow is her mance.
No.
Low-key
More
mance.
like her emancipated. Got
Yeah.
it? Because
Well, you've got to get your head around the fact that Nancy will not rest until she springs Garrow from jail.
Well, sucked in.
And so it's almost like she feels like everyone's busy doing everything else and that the task of getting Garrow out was just no more than a distraction to them, which it probably was. They're probably like, the resistance is more than one man.
Yeah.
But Nancy Wake, not this man.
No.
I will not rest until I get Garrow out. And so she has added to her very full to-do list.
Wait, will not arrest.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was really good in my mind.
So she's added to her list, organise Garrow's release.
Yeah.
So she's the only one who's focused on this. Everyone else has moved on.
Well, her and Henri, because they're
Henri's got to
packaged
fund the whole
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
And so she's begun to send Garrow food parcels, write him letters, and has managed even to see him once.
Ooh.
She's also paid for lawyers. Henri has funded that, but they're married, so it's their money.
Yeah. Tea.
Legally.
Yeah.
I should not diminish her right to that sweet, sweet cash.
But I mean, it is Henri's business.
Yeah,
that's funding it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Henri's business, that mysterious business doings, and so she's paid for lawyers. She's trying to do the right thing, but she's getting nowhere. Look, there's no way any of this business is going to work. She knows full well it's going to have to resort to some excellent escape plan.
Yeah,
if this is ever going to happen. And so then they learn. He's done his 3 months in solitary confinement at Fort St. Nick. And it's time for him to be transferred to the concentration camp. And so Nancy and Henri head down to Marseille railway station.
Yeah, Henri.
To see him being transferred from the prison truck to the train.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, they could barely believe what they saw when old Ian Garrow made his way from the truck to the train. They could not believe that the chained, emaciated man with the sunken eyes making his way along the platform was Ian Garrow. No longer.
Yeah, Nancy Wake was not into you
the
anymore.
athletic. She's like, you know what? I've moved on. I don't know what I saw in him. No, she's gutted. She's gutted. She says it was one of the most devastating things she's ever seen. To see this proud man manacled like a dog, dragging his chains behind him with all the other prisoners, absolutely emaciated, like they just had not been feeding him.
Yeah.
She couldn't believe that it had come to this, and clearly he was not going to last long under these conditions.
No.
So Nancy's like, clock is ticking. He's sentenced to 10 years. I wouldn't give him 6 months.
No.
The way he's looking. And
Rip.
equally clearly, the only way they would be able to get Garrow out of jail was to break him out. So she knows this now. There's no point with lawyers.
No.
There's no point of any of that business. It's escape plan or nothing.
Yeah.
Escape plan or dead,
Hook up with
basically.
Virgo O'Leary. Easy escape.
So then she's starting to make some inquiries.
Yeah.
She's using her contacts.
Yeah.
And then she discovers that one of the guards at the concentration camp might
Be a snitch.
be open to bribery.
Ooh.
If you play your cards right.
There you go.
And this now seemed the only course for her to pursue. So she set to work, having arranged with O'Leary that if she could get to the prison guard and get Garrow out, then then O'Leary would happily move him along the O'Leary line, which it had now become known as. What's going on
it was
here?
Just like, yoink.
I'm starting to feel like maybe O'Leary had something to do with it.
No, but maybe, because Garrow, no one wanted to go along the Garrow line because Garrow got captured and
I guess it was like bad luck.
Yeah, they didn't want to get captured like him because the Garrow name.
Everyone's like, the Garrow line, is that the recipe for escape?
Yeah.
They're like, who's it named after? Oh, Ian Garrow, he was great. Oh, where's he? Did he escape? Oh no, he's in prison. Oh, well then.
Maybe
I don't.
But O'Leary, bro, he just disappeared, mate.
He's evaporated.
Bro, where'd he go?
He's in the shadows. And they're like, I want a piece of the shadow action.
Yeah.
And so I guess maybe that's why they renamed the O'Leary line.
That's what I reckon.
Conspiracy theory, O'Leary turned
Definitely conspiracy theory.
No, my conspiracy theory is that because Garrow started the Garrow line.
Yeah.
He was like top dog.
Yeah.
He was athletic, single. Nancy clearly had a bit of an eye for Garrow.
Yeah. And you got to be special.
And he was there first, and then O'Leary shows up not long after, and he's kind of Garrow, but not quite as good.
Yeah.
He's sort of athletic,
but
kind of good looking.
I reckon he's a bit smarter. That's why.
Yeah.
Garrow ended up in jail.
Yeah, I mean, they did put O'Leary in charge of a lot of the He was in charge of spreadsheet maintenance.
Exactly.
And so, look, but conspiracy theory, O'Leary organised for Garrow to be locked up so he could take over as top dog.
Good theory, but I actually quite like O'Leary.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah, it's because you're a Virgo.
Exactly.
Virgos be Virgoing. Where you go, Virgo.
Yeah.
But O'Leary has agreed to move Garrow along the O'Leary line. I wonder if they'll tell Garrow that they've renamed it when he's moving along it. Oh, here I am.
Maybe it's a different line.
He'll be going along the line going, can you believe it? Yeah. Garrow's going on the Garrow line. Everyone's like, what are you talking about? This isn't the Garrow line. He's like, what? What? Wait, Scotty. What are you talking about there? It's the Garrow line. I made it. I spent hours putting this, weeks. I spent months putting this together. Everyone says, oh, the Garrow line, and you're not telling me that's not the Garrow. Still, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be alive. Whatever. I'll take it. I don't mind. Whatever. Thanks for getting me out. Because he knows. He's gracious.
Yeah.
He's only a little bit angry.
Yeah.
And so that's the plan. Get him out. Bribe a guard. Get him out. And they would get him out of the country, back to England. That's the plan.
Yeah.
The prison that Garrow was interned in was actually, so it wasn't like your full German concentration camp. It was that in between because it's part of still of occupied France, which is in that murky grey area. They haven't gone full Nazi.
No.
But still, would not recommend.
Still, better, yeah.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
It was situated in a very picturesque town of Morzak.
Aww.
Anyway, Nancy travelled there by train, armed with nothing more than the desire to get Garrow out. And so all she's got is her desire to get Garrow out and the tip that one of the guards could be bought. She doesn't know which guard.
No.
She doesn't know what she's going to do, how she's going to do it.
Yeah.
That's all she's got. So she heads off. She goes to the camp. She starts writing him letters that she knows they're going to read.
Yeah.
And sets up herself as his cousin.
Oh,
so
nice.
she sends out so that when she turns up, she's like, I'm a cousin. They're like, that checks out.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of letters from the cousin. And then she starts visiting him as the cousin and dresses real nice and sort of so that if any of the guards are watching, they're like, that looks like a pretty wealthy woman.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'd be up for bribing me.
Yeah.
I'd like to make some cash. So she's just like sort of putting it out there. Hey, I've got heaps of cash. I'd pretty much do anything to get my cousin out. But I'm sure. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with all my money? Like she could just, I dropped a stack of cash accidentally. Oops.
Whoopsies.
I don't even care. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't even care because I've got so much money. I don't even know what to do with it. So that's basically what she's doing every time she visits.
Yeah.
Just hoping that whoever the bribable guard is will be like, I might have a chat to this lady. And then one afternoon, as she's walking back from prison to her hotel, a man on a bike rides past her and drops a note wrapped in a stone at her feet.
Nice.
How maximum spy is this?
What if that hit her on the headbutt?
Nah. The guy knows what he's doing. Gently, just by her feet. Make sure she sees it.
I guess so.
All without a word. Like no one says nothing.
No.
So then the note made reference to her cousin and said if she wanted to talk about him further, that she should be on La Linde Bridge at midnight.
That's danger.
Where they could talk.
That sounds like danger.
So she's nervous. She's like, well, this could really put me out there, but I've got to do it. I've got to do it for my man Gaza.
Don't.
Lucky it wasn't you out there.
Yeah.
You would have been like, not interested. No. I'm sticking with O'Leary.
Yeah.
But Nancy Wake is not going to abandon Gaza.
No.
Gazzo.
Yeah, nice one, Gaz.
And so she goes to the bridge. She makes her way to the location at the appointed time. And as the waters rushed beneath and the clouds flitted overhead in the moonlight, she was alone, all alone. And she remained that way. Because no one came.
Oh, what the hell?
No one ever came. She waited until 2:30 in the morning, but he was a no-show.
That's so dumb.
So it could have been
maybe
anything.
He died.
Could have been so he could have died.
Yeah.
Could have been a test.
Oh.
Like maybe the guy was just like waiting in the shadows and was making sure that she's the sort of person who will turn up on the bridge.
I see.
How long is she going to wait?
Yeah.
Is she the sort of person who will only wait for 10 minutes and then be like,
that's me.
I'm out of here?
Patient.
Or is she going to wait till 2:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
So maybe it was just that sort of thing, sussing her out. Or
Bit of a sus.
maybe that note was meant for someone else.
Oh,
maybe it had nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
She just picked up a random note, wrapped it around a stone. And someone else never got that note.
No.
Could have ruined a lot of things.
Yeah,
But I reckon it was a test.
I reckon.
So anyway, she keeps going back to the prison, same thing. And then she went to the local bistro to have a drink, and she sensed a presence behind her.
You can always sense a presence behind you.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? What is that? It's I don't know, like psychic
Something.
chemistry. Yeah, you know when you're being watched and stuff. Yeah, it's weird, that stuff. I wonder what the science is behind it. There'll be some scientific reason, or maybe magic.
I reckon that sounds logical.
So she's at the local bistro, senses a presence, looks up, and there's a man that she vaguely recognised.
Yeah.
One of the guards from the prison. Oh, this is looking very, very promising. Let's say he's German.
But is he good looking? And is he single?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
He's like, may I join you? He asks. She's like, of course.
Are you single?
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down, mate. And he's like, I have seen you visiting Monsieur Garrow. He's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, breaks my heart to see him in prison. And I'm here to do everything possible to relieve his situation.
Situation.
And he's like, well, that might be possible.
Oh.
So then she's like, yes, bloody nailed it. I found him. Found the bribinator. The old, what's the word? Hair bribe. That's German for Mr. Bribe. Hair bribe.
Oh, I got it. I understand now. I was very confused.
And so now they're on the same wavelength, and they nut out the deal. Nancy has to provide 500,000 francs.
Jeez.
Of which 50,000 francs, look, that's only about 250 pounds.
Yeah.
British pounds. But as again, you got to adjust for that, that part in history. It's heaps of cash.
Yeah.
So much cash, in fact, that
Henri didn't have it.
She didn't have it available immediately.
Yeah.
She didn't have it on her.
No.
And so with this, she's got to give him 50,000 francs immediately, and then the other 450,000 francs later.
Wow.
And then with that, and she's also got to buy a guard's uniform that would fit the prisoner. So it's going to fit Garrow. She needs a guard's uniform, and then this guard would guarantee that Garrow could walk out of there under his own steam. Done. Nancy, of course, didn't have that sort of money on her, but Henri could get that money to her. No wuckers.
Just call him up. Be like,
she's like, I don't have it now, but I could have that money so quick. Do you know how much money I could get you?
Did you know that
you could have asked for so much more money, mate? Hair bribe. You have stuffed yourself, mate. I could have given you 10 times.
Did you know that Henri has a business? Just straight up.
You didn't realise that Henri does business, mate. Sucker. She didn't say that out loud. She just thought it. Because if she said it out loud, he would have gone, well, double, triple it then.
Yeah, $1 million.
And he would have been like, damn it. But she didn't. So anyway, so she's off to Henri. She's like, Henri, I need some sweet, sweet cash. And he's like, what, 500,000? And she's like, make it 600,000. I need some more spending money. So yes, she goes to the post office. Anyway, they've wired the money. It's all good. The next day, she goes to see Garrow as usual, but she gets called into the warden's office.
Uh-oh.
And he's like, so, you visit here quite often. I can't help noticing that yesterday you received quite a large sum of money. So they're monitoring all the money coming in and out of town.
Yeah.
And so whatever, some alarm bells have gone off. And they're like, you must be planning some sort of escape with that cash.
Yeah.
Or some sort of bribe. You might have you been talking to Hair Bribe? So the warden's like, I've noticed that you've received a lot of money. What's all this money business about?
sail down the street, mate.
And Nancy's like, I did not receive a large sum of money.
Oh, nice, good lie.
And the warden's like, excuse me, I know for a fact that you have received at least 50,000 francs has come in, and there's probably more on the way. And Nancy...
How did she do this one?
Nancy just draws on the spirit of Henri's dad and sister, like the hoity-toity, arrogant. She's like, that might be a lot of money for you, mate, but that's not a lot of money for me.
Oh, nice.
This is just pocket money
That's
for me,
like
mate.
$2.
You reckon 50,000 francs is a lot of money? I pity you, mate. She's like, do you want the 50,000? I don't even need it. Do you want it? I feel sorry for you that you think that's a lot of money. So she's just like staring him down.
Good. That's good.
And he feels like a piece of. He's like, mate, I've played that badly. Now I look like some hokey farm boy. I've lost all my cool. He's like, all right, then, on your way. Sorry, I've misjudged the situation. It's a situation.
Good one. That's hilarious.
And so... Yeah, so he's feeling like a petty official now, and he backs off.
Yeah.
And Nancy made a formal and bitter complaint to the post office for betraying. Because they obviously ratted on her getting all that money. So she's telling them, could you not tell people when I get my pocket money in?
Yeah.
Because it's causing a little ruckus around town, and I'd rather not have to explain to everyone why I'm getting my cash in, if that's all right. And they've gone like, we'll do what we like. We're the post office. You want... she's like, whatever. And in the face of all this, again, we must reiterate, Henri, bless him, never complained.
Oh, bless. He's too busy doing business. He
Never complained. He was a huge admirer of his wife's energy and stubbornness, and he simply continued to nod benignly at the series of seemingly crazy schemes that she put before him and kept writing checks that she required to finance them.
Nice.
The main thing now was that the escape plan was well underway, and with the guard uniform bought and O'Leary's organisation of the escape plan was fully engaged, and Nancy had convinced everyone involved that this was about to happen. Like, everyone was ready to go.
Yeah.
The plan was at last about to be put into operation when subsequent events forced a delay.
Oh.
But that's all the time we've got. That's a Christmas cliffhanger.
Yeah.
They were about to put Operation Escape Plan for Garrow.
And everyone was going to be so happy that Garrow was back. Woo! Oh, my goodness.
This episode would have gone a lot better if you were emotionally invested in Garrow.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have had a lot more fun with this episode. You would have been a lot more on board.
Don't care.
But unfortunately...
No care.
I've somehow managed to make you uninterested in Garrow as a character.
I'm faithful to Henri.
That's my...
Listen,
I guess.
if Henri wasn't here, Garrow wouldn't have been able to...
Shouldn't have... If I hadn't have played up the sexual tension, maybe you would have been more on Team Garrow. I should have played up like a little brother angle.
Yeah, maybe.
I blew it. I should have made him like he was like... He reminded her of Stanley.
Yeah.
Of good old Stanley.
Good old Stan.
That's what I should have done if I could go back in time.
Yeah, well...
That's how I would have played it.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's the book's fault too.
Nah, this was all me.
No, and single. Or did you make it up? Are you writing the book as you go?
No.
I guess are just blank.
The seeds were in the book. Yeah, the seeds were in the book. But I thought you'd be on board, the Scotsman.
No, definitely. I'm on board Scotsman in general.
Yep.
Not this guy.
Just not this one.
No.
All right. Well, that's on me. That's my narrative skills. I'll take that as a lesson.
Okay, listen. You've got to turn off the coffee machine when you have a coffee.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah.
But look, that's all the time we've got. I said we're going to do a slightly shorter one. We haven't.
Yep.
We've done exactly the normal size episode as we had. But we've left it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly.
Operation Get Garrow Out of Prison is about to go. Everyone's ready to go. The O'Leary line's primed and ready. The uniform is bought. The bribes are in place. But then something happens to postpone the escape. What happens?
He dies.
Let's find out.
The guard dies. Unless...
Look... Speculate as much as you like over the Christmas period. We will be back with another episode probably around the new year. It will be I guess it'll be. We have to record it on New Year's Eve because it's a week from now, I think, isn't it? Oh, I can't remember what's what.
Yeah.
Because I think
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
So look,
Yeah.
we'll be recording the next episode on New Year's Eve. We'll be releasing it on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So 2020 will begin with a sweet
Last
episode
of the year. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. But look,
We started this podcast this year.
we did.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and we've done this is the 42nd episode. This is the Meaning of Life
Meaning
episode.
of life.
The Meaning of Life episode's coming out on Christmas. Episode 25
On the 25th.
of season 2. Episode 42 of the complete body of work that we have developed.
Which season so far has been your favourite?
Look, they're very different.
Yeah.
Ned Kelly had an energy of its own. I liked it. It was punchy. It was nothing but highlights.
Yeah, literally.
But I like we're going much deeper into the Nancy Wake story because I've got a lot more information to draw on. And I'm enjoying it.
Are you nervous about the wrap up though?
I don't know how the wrap up's going to work. I might have to take take more of a summary approach.
You might have to do like a quick yeet at the start for her early life.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, she's in France now, everybody.
We'll find a way though. We'll find a way. I mean, to be fair, this season might never end.
What?
I might never have to do a wrap up.
Exactly.
This could be an infinite series.
We don't know. We literally don't know.
Non-stop Nancy Wake.
Yeah.
But look, that is all the time we've got. I hope you all have a lovely festive season in whatever way you do it. I don't know how to say things proper now.
Happy holidays.
Hey, you do yous.
Yeah.
And we'll do us. And together we'll yonky doodle into the future with a smile on our faces. And look, hopefully you'll be back at the start of next year.
Yeah, man.
For the first episode in 2020 of Yonks Ago.
Thank you very much.
Peace.